Let's learn about div blocks. Div block is the most basic element. Let's add a div block to our canvas and understand its properties. Now, if I want to add a div block, if I click on the add button, and in the elements section, there are a lot of different elements with different categories. For example, basic elements, typography elements, CMS elements, media, and forms. If I scroll up to the basic section, you will find a div block. Let's add div block to our canvas. I click it and then drag it to my canvas and drop it. Now initially, div block is taking the complete space of my canvas, but div blocks can be adjusted to a different size. It's not built to do that. Div block is a dynamic box which can be adjusted based on the content inside it. Let me show you one example. For example, if I add one heading into it, one paragraph into it, and one button. Now, if you see that a div block has adjusted its height according to the content inside it. So div block is a dynamic size because it seems like a box. Div block can be anything. For example, a line, a heading, a box, or an image. I'll give you one example. For example, if you want to create a box here underneath the button, I click this add button, I'll click on one div block, I added one div block here. Now if I want a red line here, I will just simply on the right side in the CSS panel, I'll go down, and in the color section I'll just click on this and drag this color to the red one, and you'll see that we have a red box here. So div block can be a box. Now for example, if I want to add an image into a div block, I create one div block here, and I just simply go in the design panel here, and then I just click on this background image section. Click on this, and I have this basic image inside it. Now it's taking a lot of space here because of the image size is very different. So I'll just adjust the div block size according to whatever I need. For example, if I want to adjust the width of div block, I can do it from here like 400 pixels. And the height, I can do it like 800 pixels. So I have a custom width and height for a div block. So div block can be an image. Div block can be a box. Div block can be used to group elements, to group different elements. For example, this complete area is grouped with one div block here. I can move this div block around anywhere, and all of these elements will stay inside this block. So this is inside this div block. Div block can also be used to align elements. For example, I'm aligning all of these elements from top to bottom. So div block can also help us there to group and align different elements accordingly. As I said, that div block is also customized. I can also customize the main div block height here. For example, I can make it like 400 pixels. And you can see that div block height is adjusted, but the content inside is way bigger. So if I just remove the height of this image and just click on this and backspace, or just click on this and reset, the div block is going to change, like the div block going to take the height accordingly. So div block can be a box, div block can be a button, div block can be anything. If I want to give more CSS element CSS properties to this div block, I can give it a width, for example 400 pixel, and I can align all of these things. There are a lot of other use cases of a div block that we can do, but we are not going to learn them right now. This is just for your basic learning, and we are going to learn more about div blocks in our future lectures. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.